Day 8 of our epic Japan adventure. We're squeezing in one last sight before blasting off to Osaka. Luckily, Nijo Castle is like a 15-minute train ride away, and the station is practically next door to our hotel. Though heads up, there was already a line when we got there at 8:45 a.m., opening time, but it moved pretty fast. This place is seriously stunning. This is the entry to Ninamaru Palace. The details are insane. Think intricate carvings, fancy tiled roofs, even a sprinkle of gold. We're talking next-level craftsmanship. Before going into the Ninamaru Palace, you have to take off your shoes. This is a custom to keep the tatami mats, straw mats, on the floor clean. The Ninamaru Palace has a few buildings connected together. Each room is full of art. They all have their own style, with pretty ceilings and sliding doors that are painted with pictures of nature or history scenes. I really like the design of the palace, with its wooden pillars, fancy woodwork around the windows and doors, and the pretty decorations like metal fittings. The Ninamaru Garden is a garden meant for walking. We saw a couple of ladies working in the garden, pulling out weeds with their hands and using takagi hand bamboo brooms. It showed us how Japanese gardens are taken care of. Next, you walk up to the Honmaru Bridge, cross the second moat, and reach the Honmaru Yaguramon Gate. Tourists can buy food to feed fish in the moats. The Honmaru Bridge and Honmaru Yaguramon Gate are important examples of Japanese architecture. They are both well designed and built, giving us a good look at the style of buildings from the Edo period. The paths in the garden are made of gravel or stone and go around rocks and plants. After you walk around the castle for a bit, you'll come to a big pile of old stones. This is the leftover foundation of a tall tower that used to be here. It had damaged a long time ago, but the stones are still strong. From this spot, you can look down at the fancy buildings of the Honmaru Palace with their dark roofs. You might even see a peaceful pond in the garden below, with pretty rocks and green plants. It's a very calming place to stand. Even though the tower is gone, it reminds us of how important this castle was in the past. So after the castle, we took a chill walk through the gardens, admiring the cherry blossoms. While most of them were still getting ready to pop, we were lucky enough to catch a few in full bloom. After we finished exploring the castle, we reached the end of the walking path. Here, we found stands selling yummy snacks, food, pickles, sake and many other things to remember your visit by, just like at a fair. We went back to the hotel and grabbed our backpacks. We took the city bus to Kyoto train station and then boarded the Shinkansen train to Osaka. The ride on the Shinkansen was only 14 minutes long and covered 38 kilometers. Next to our hotel was Dotonbori, a bright and famous landmark. After getting some rest, we chose to go to Hozenji Temple first, then explore Dotonbori. Finding Hozenji Temple amidst the busy shopping street was tricky. We had to ask many locals for directions. The temple was discreetly hidden. In the evening, when all the lanterns were lit, the temple looked beautiful. Despite the hustle and bustle of the crowd, the atmosphere inside the temple was serene. Modern Osaka mixes with ancient Japan here. It's believed that splashing water over the green moss-covered god at the temple brings good luck. There's a story from about 80 years ago when a lady made a wish here by splashing water over the statue, and it came true. Now, everyone does it. Then we went to lively and bustling Dotonbori. The atmosphere was energetic, with lots of colorful neon lights and billboards. The streets were filled with restaurants and food stalls, offering many dining options. Dotonbori is famous for dishes like takoyaki, octopus balls, okonomiyaki, savory pancakes, kushikatsu, deep-fried skewers. It's a shopping paradise with stores like Don Quixote, souvenir shops, boutique stores, upscale malls, and department stores. There are lively street performers to entertain everyone, adding a festive vibe to the atmosphere. Dotonbori is like a carnival, adding sights, sounds, and flavors to your trip. Tourists can also enjoy leisure boat rides along the Dotonbori River. The Glico Man sign, where everyone wants to take a memorable picture. It is one of the most recognizable landmarks in Dotonbori. Inside the busy Don Quixote store in Dotonbori, there's a big Ferris wheel. I heard that riding the Ferris wheel in Dotonbori was really fun.